Bit of a dog whisperer, isn't she? Now, if there's one word dominating the thoughts of the fans, staff and players of our 3 Premier League football clubs, it's this one: relegation. With Middlesbrough and Newcastle United already in the drop zone and Sunderland just above it, the nightmare could come true for one or more of them even. In pure financial terms, relegation would immediately cost a club around £30 million. But the fans face losing rather a lot too. Relegation, it's claimed, can bring about depression and affect work productivity. Keith Akehurst reports.
The final whistle blows. Middlesbrough are relegated.
Middlesbrough last saw relegation in 1997. It left the team and fans dejected. In fact, research, published in the Irish Journal of Psychology no less, suggests relegation can be the traumatic equivalent of being an earthquake survivor. Real clinical stress. Middlesbrough doctor John Canning saw a big increase in patients with mental health problems in the year after Middlesbrough's relegation. Now, that might not explain it, but he sees a real difference in people, even if the team just loses.
What I do know is that people come in, and they come in on Monday morning, and when you're talking to them, you have a different sort of chat with some people. Not everybody. I mean, some people couldn't care about football. Other people, you have a different sort of chat about what's happened at the weekend.
Mike Maguire had his work cut out in 1997 too. Running a pharmacy business, he saw Middlesbrough's demotion have a real impact on it and its employees.
But what I had to do at the time after we did get relegated, and round about that time, was those season ticket holders that worked here refocusing the mind on the job, because the concentration was wandering and the topic of conversation turned back around to football. Would we stay up? Would we get relegated? What was happening? How unfair it was that we had the 3 points took off us, and the way in which it happened. And it really was a job and a half trying to get everyone to focus on the job.
But it seems we just can't help ourselves. Even if Middlesbrough, Newcastle or Sunderland are relegated, the research this academic has done suggests we won't stop going, won't stop spending, won't stop putting ourselves through agonies over our teams.
Fandom seems to be passed down in an active and reciprocal manner from generation to generation. And when that happens, it almost becomes routine. It becomes part of who you are, and therefore relegation won't really it won't really stop you spending your money.
A relegated team then seems to offer only apparent bleakness, but an inability to tear yourself away from your side. People of Middlesbrough, Newcastle and Sunderland, cross your fingers now that the drop is avoided. Keith Akehurst, BBC Look North.
Oh, they're going to need to keep their fingers crossed this weekend, aren't they?
I've never known a season